It's, for us, a high point today and a recognition that the Jain faith is very much alive despite being such a small community.
Now, I really am enormously flattered that you have invited me here to open your refurbished assembly halls and to tour your magnificent temple. It was particularly fascinating to learn the meaning behind the many carved patterns and the structure of the derisier, even down to why it is aligned on its northeasterly axis. But not only is this a wonderful example of the sort of enduring excellence in engineering found in traditional architecture and traditional craftsmanship, but it is, of course, also profoundly symbolic of the truth about the very nature of the world in which we live. Every aspect of your remarkable temple serves to emphasize the fact that we live in an intricately interconnected and interdependent living universe, where no one thing exists separately from all of the rest. Being Jains, of course, you know this, but I'm afraid it is a fact only too often ignored or even rejected by the current mainstream approach, with all the terrifying environmental consequences that such denial is visiting upon us. How important then, ladies and gentlemen, that in this corner of the English countryside, you have created such a very special beacon of truth. And because of the extraordinary inclusiveness of Jains, this is a place accessible to all, from visiting school groups to faith representatives of various creeds. All are welcomed and received so graciously.
For so many years, you have emphasized the critical importance of taking better care of an interconnected and increasingly fragile world. You have been a resolute champion of the natural environment and have been unwavering in your appeal for action for a sustainable future, whilst yourself advancing a range of practical initiatives to further this goal.
We all, ladies and gentlemen, have a duty to work for greater harmony between the religions of the world, especially when, as now, tolerance is being so severely tested. In this sense, I was struck by the images in your temple that demonstrate so clearly how nature herself depends upon diversity. So, to have a diversity of faith traditions requires that very diversity to be informed by the imperatives of civility and of courtesy, because ultimately, as your own practice shows, each tradition is an expression of the same divine truth. And if I may say so, this is Jainism's great contribution. You demonstrate clearly that rather than reject, we must embrace the otherness of the other. After all, in truth, there is no exclusion, given that everything is bound by the benevolence of the divine. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, more than I can say, for welcoming me here today and for showing me such civility and courtesy.
Award.